all right, and ladies. So let's talk about some real estate pioneers who disrupted this industry. Some of you may be with some of these companies, but in 1906, Caldwell Banker, they created the traditional real estate model, right? That most people are into today. Now, in 1973, here comes Remax. They came along and they created the 95-5 split commission structure. Now, I was a part of Remax for many, many, many years, and I was on a 95-5 split paying about $1,400 a month. And by the time I paid for all my marketing and everything, I was netting about 38%. Then in 1983, KW came along. I know a lot of you guys are with KW. I love it. It's a great company. And they created the agent ownership model. So let's talk about some of the innovation that's happening. Remember, we all used to be watching Blockbuster videos, and then Netflix took them out of business. Circuit City, and now, of course, we all get packages every day delivered to our homes from Amazon. I think I get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 a week, depends on how much my wife orders. And then the traditional real estate brokerages, and now EXP model is busting through all across the United States. Over 75,000 agents, over 1,000 agents a day are joining EXP. So let's talk about EXP. EXP is a production first company. Now, I will tell you, it took me 3 years to be able to bring all my real estate teams from all across the country over to EXP. And the number one reason why it took me 3 years is because the people that were telling me about EXP, they kept talking about how much I could benefit, how successful I would be. But I had real estate agents who are on my teams across the country that I felt personally responsible for their success. So what I ended up doing was this. I took 3 agents that were on my teams that were making anywhere from $57,000 to about $70,000 a year. I said, how about this? You go to EXP. I'm going to help you market your business the way they say you can market your business. And I want to see if this business model really worked. Within 26 to 30 months, each of these 3 people increased their net worth by over $1 million between stock options, revenue share, and personal production. So, of course, I had to take a second look at it. And then I ended up moving all of my real estate teams across the country over to EXP, because now my agents on my team across the country, they have the same opportunity as the 3 people I just talked to you about. So Jay-Z says, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. So let's talk about it. EXP is number 1 in top movers in transactions as far as their increase in closed sales from one year over to another. Number 1 for top independent brokerages, number 2 for volume, number 3 for closed transactions, and number 4 for closed sales volume. I thought EXP was just about recruiting real estate agents. That's why I was not interested whatsoever. And then I found out they're doing all of the production and beating a lot of the top real estate companies that are already here in the marketplace. So let's talk about how they do it. On the left-hand side, here's a traditional real estate model. It starts with an international brand. You guys, we all know who those are. You buy a region. You have an opportunity to do that. And when you buy a region, your job is to find franchise owners. Franchise owners then hire managers, recruiters, and staff. And the managers, recruiters, and staff, they find us, real estate agents, to work for them. They give us a split, one of these splits down here, or whatever split you may be on. And then a portion of that split goes right back up to the international brand and what we call royalty fees. The difference with EXP, what they're saying is, why don't we just make the agents who in a traditional real estate model are on the bottom, why don't we put them on top? So the owner of EXP, Glenn Sanford, he's a phenomenal guy, and he's Canadian, so he has a huge heart. He did something called the 50-50 initiative, where 50% of all real estate profits to the company, he's going to split with the agents. He's going to give 50% to the agents, us guys, us, and revenue share and ownership. So now we can own a part of the real estate company we work for. Now, I worked for companies over the last couple of decades, and I didn't have any ownership whatsoever. I was never offered any ownership. But from day one, whether you're a brand new real estate agent out of school or you've been in the business a long time, you have the opportunity to actually be an owner in the real estate company here at EXP. So there's three industry disruptors happening now. One is the cloud office. EXP is a cloud-based company. They don't have any brick and mortar locations, but they do have it set up where it's all virtual reality, which is pretty cool. And if you're not really a tech savvy person, because you don't really have to be, we also have an agreement with Regis. You guys heard of Regis office space, where we can go every single day anywhere in the world and we can get a free Regis workspace to work at every single day. And then company ownership to agents, that's a disruptor, right? Because at some companies, only a small percentage of the agents actually can get ownership. Here, no matter if you're brand new, straight out of real estate school, or a savvy veteran, you can get ownership into EXP. And then the revenue share, which we'll talk about in a second, which will be your retirement plan.